Hello everyone, this is William Armstrong. I just thought I'd keep this simple and explain what's happened here. It says here that Valve adds new security check after attackers compromise Steam accounts of multiple game devs and update their games with malware. Uh-oh. It says here, sure, then 100 Steam users had the games installed, but Valve is adding a new SMS verification step for all developers to try to prevent it from happening again. Note that two-factor authentication via SMS is also a very weak security method, as it's been proven that cell phone numbers have been affected by SIM swap attacks, or criminals have managed to steal legitimate customers' cell phone service into the criminal's hands from the victim of a SIM swap attack. Like, for example, let's say that some criminal manages to steal a T-Mobile cell phone number from a legitimate paying customer into the criminal's hands. This means that the legitimate T-Mobile customer that's paying for cell service automatically loses their cell phone number that they paid for more than a long time to T-Mobile, but a criminal comes along and tricks a T-Mobile customer service agent into swapping out the legitimate service into the criminal's hands. That has some serious implications for that. It says here, the Steam accounts of multiple game developers were recently compromised and used to update their games with malware. Fewer than 100 Steam users had their games installed when the malware was added, and they've been directly notified of the risk by email, according to Valve. The company confirmed the details of the story reported earlier this week by Game Discoverer Co. newsletter founder Simon Carles in an email to PC Gamer today. Although this attempt to use Steam for distribute malware wasn't very effective, Valve has taken a major step to prevent it from happening again. Starting October 24th, game developers will be required to pass a two-factor authentication check before updating their default branch of the released game. The version that Steam will automatically deliver in an automatic update to most players who have it installed. An SMS text message will be the only way to receive the two-factor code, so Steam partners must register a mobile phone number to be used anytime they want to update their game's main release version. To developers who don't have a phone, Valve's post about the change says sorry, but they'll need a phone or some way to get text messages if they want to continue updating their games. Valve tells PC Gamer that this extra friction for partners is a necessary trade-off for keeping Steam users safe and developers aware of any potential compromise to their account. This recent incident has been yet the only attempt to gain illegitimate access to Steam partner accounts. Valve says it has seen an uptick in sophisticated attacks targeting the accounts of devs who release games on Steam. Steam partners will also need to use SMS verification to add new users to their group, and Valve says that it plans to add a two-factor security check to other Steam backend actions in the future. One of the games temporarily compromised was Nano War Cells vs. Virus, whose developer Benoit Freslon said on X that he was himself the victim of malware, which stole his browser access tokens, giving the attackers temporary access to any web service he was logged into at the time. I just used my dev account to release the game a few hours back before the hack, I suppose he said. Having that said, some developers were affected. Benoit Freslon got completely affected by this. He made a game called Cells vs. Virus, and his game got completely infected, somehow got compromised with malware inadvertently, but this was later fixed. But the attackers found ways into his account temporarily he was logged into at the time. So this is a big uh-oh. This only affects devs, but this also affects regular Steam users who have the game installed, who had one or more games installed. PC Gamer and IGN list the game that was temporarily compromised, but there could have been many other games that have been compromised from devs who are affected. If you get an email from Steam saying about this, if you're a game developer on Steam and you get an email from Valve about it, then it means you've been affected. If you don't see an email from Valve about it, then it means you haven't been affected. But this is William Armstrong signing out, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.